This is absolutely terrible. But I read an article from 5 years ago that said, and listen to this, that you're most likely to turn into your parents at around the age 32, which coincidentally was the age of my divorce, which coincidentally was the age when I started to drink, just like my father. Oh my gosh. What a mind job, right? You know? How terrible is that? Screw that. I was all good, and then I turned into my father at the age of 32, and now I feel like crap, and I'm following his pattern of life, and, yeah. After reading that's when I became suicidal. I'm just kidding. That's not true. I didn't, but just, oh my gosh. Nothing makes you feel better about yourself than following in the wrong parent's footsteps. Not that he's not terrible. I don't want to be like him, and I don't like that I'm turning into him. And, I don't know. It's not like I rebelled against him, but sort of. I don't know. I think maybe it's happening where I'm stopping getting pleasure from new things. I think that's the issue. Maybe my brain's unable to handle the dopamine. And I think it always has been. So I've been stuck with music mostly, and that's the only thing that's kind of stuck with me even through my depression. My physical urges are gone. Gosh, like everything. I mean, it's not like I'm turning boring, it's just that I'm getting older. But why does getting older have to turn into depression? I'm not getting pleasure from boring stuff. Like, I'm not getting pleasure from anything, still. I've been happy for the last week, but I'm not actually getting pleasure from any particular thing. It's not even getting pleasure from boredom. I think my brain just had kind of a relapse in the other direction. So I'm scared about that. Because, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe that should be my new norm. Maybe I should embrace and adjusting to that norm. But it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of scary. Why do we feel more comfortable with self-destructive behavior? Why do I revel in pity from other people or that kind of attention? Why do I even care? I don't know. I think even that's going away. I don't think I'm getting pleasure from people pitying me like I used to. Or good attention like it used to. I don't know. I think I'm just changing. I'm getting older. I'm dying, pretty much. And, as I'm dying, my body will start hating me more, and start not being able to handle what I grew up having more. So, I don't know, that article just really worked me over. Because everything happened when I turned 32. It's like, you know what happens? This is something that happens. A lot of schizophrenic people, there's a genetic component to it, and people that have relatives that are genetically schizophrenic, it usually happens right in their early 20s. Not before then. But it's interesting that genetic component flips on right around then. And then, I mean, as soon as they get through their adolescence, they really just, their brain chemistry just changes. Something just turns on, and it can't turn off. And heavy meds and stuff can dull it, but it's scary if you don't. They become way suicidal, and a lot of sometimes suicide passes from father to son. You know, it becomes hereditary because of this specific gene, where they'll die at a young age because it flips on around their 20s, and they're able to juggle that craziness that's going on in their mind for so long. You know, the voices they hear, the actions they do, the rejection from their family, from their friends, from society for so long, and then they end it, and it passes on to the next generation. So I don't know. Ugh, it makes me scared a little bit, worried, a little fearful that when I turned 32, that exact thing happened to me. I don't think it was with my dad, though. I don't think it's necessarily genetic, but it's sad that I'm going right along with studies, you know. Nobody wants to hear that. Like, I don't know if that's comforting for some people. It's not comforting for me. It's like, great. Science has explained what a douchebag I am, and that's just what it is, and you have to accept it. And while I do accept it, it makes my depression worse. So it just makes me feel worse about myself. It doesn't make me feel better accepting things the way they are. Having negative thoughts, being depressed, this becoming a more entrenched part of my life, feeling lonely. Like my younger brain could get pleasure in distractions to offset this, and now I'm changing and I'm getting older and I don't get pleasure in the same things anymore, and depression is setting on heavier, and I'm dealing with it in not very productive ways, like drinking or overeating, or just everything that goes along with depression. Sleeping too much, isolation, buying a trailer, living in the middle of nowhere, talking to myself into a mic online, sounds like I've really pushed myself pretty far. I feel like there's more to push, which is scary too. I don't really want to go further than this. I don't want to self-harm, or I don't want to feel what being suicidal is. I think I'm good with settling with my slow burn suicide, thank you. My socially acceptable suicide right now, which is drinking and overeating myself to death. Yeah, that sounds terrible. Ugh. It's not good. Like, I don't like feeling like the choices that I'm making are limiting my potential. I don't like that. They are my choices, and I'm taking responsibility of them, but I'm still not happy about the result. Why can't I be self-destructive and have a good result, right? Why can't I be self-destructive and things turn out okay? Why can't the universe pity me? Not people, but the universe, and change things differently. I don't know. Terrible self-entitlement, right? Not really. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like I deserve anything. I feel like I'm the lowest piece of crap there is, and I can go lower, so let's do it. And I don't know, I've got kids, so I don't, but I feel like I want to go there. but I don't. But I feel it. And I hate it.